What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we have some more Gran Turismo sport news. So literally, like a minute ago, the Twitter went mad. So essentially, if you guys didn't already know, there's currently a Gran Turismo Sport beta currently going on. And whilst that's going on, obviously PlayStation are going to be promoting the beta. They want people to go ahead and join in, because I'm assuming a lot of it is going to be stress tests as well as gameplay tests. But they dropped a little bit of an announcement, which wasn't really expected. Porsche are going to be in Gran Turismo Sport. I'm going to explain why in a minute, but these are the screenshots that we've got. As we can see multiple 911s and, interior shots. It all looks quite fancy. Firstly, before we go ahead and talk about a few other things, can I just say it's freaking awesome we're getting Porsche in GT, and not just GT, but like loads of other games. Porsche will be coming to everyone now as their EA license has expired. Guess I kind of need to explain that before I carry on talking about Porsche. So essentially, if you guys have never heard of Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, that is where it all began. The game prior, Top Shoot 2, I think it was like the 5th Need for Speed game in the series, or the 6th Need for Speed game in the series. After that, Porsche decided to make a brand deal with EA, so EA owned all of their exclusive properties, and they were the only kind of gaming company which could use Porsche, basically. Now, we've seen them pop up, here and there, and that's because EA either licensed out the Porsche license, so they kind of rented out the license to Porsche to other companies, such as Forza, or because Porsche actually approached other companies and found a loophole. For example, that's happened with Assetto Corsa. But now, I think it was last year it ended, and that means there's no more Porsche licensing. I've made a video about this previously, and it actually ended last year. So that means no more Porsche licensing. We'll start seeing Porsches, being more games like Forza, Need for Speed. Obviously, it's already going to have it because that's an EA title. The Crew, those types of games. We might see Porsches enter more games than just Forza and Need for Speed. And to add to this, the Gran Turismo, this is going to be a first for Gran Turismo. They've never had Porsches in any of their games. So it's pretty cool to see that this is going to be a first, and it's going to be the death of Rough, really. They're not going to have any more games. They're not going to be any more games. Rough are going to kind of die out now because, well, the real thing can actually get into games. That's a bit sad, to be honest. Like, if you ask me, like, Rough is kind of like, it was just kind of just there now. Like, I know what it is because of games, so it's a bit sad that they're not going to be a thing, but I'm not going to complain. We're getting actual Porsches in the game, so it's like, it's an even trade-off. I'm excited for it. They only showed the GT3 RSs. Yeah, I really do hope there's more than just the GT3 RSs they showed off, because Porsche does have a very rich history, very similar to companies like Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever, not Pagani. Pagani have been around quite recently. But, Porsche specifically, they've had a pretty, long career, a long business history. So, it would be pretty cool to see some old Porsches in there, maybe like, the old RS 911s, even like just all of them, really. Like, Gran Turismo has been one of those series where it's synonymous for carless, so to kind of see like all of the Porsches through all the generations, so the first Mark 1 Cayman to the current 718 Caymans, from the old 911s to the new body 911s. It'll be cool to see all of them in there, the Carrera GTs, 918s, the 959s. There's a lot of cars that I would like to see in there, but it's really cool, on top of everything else that is actually going to be in the game. As well as that, obviously, in the description I will also link you the beta stuff, so you can go ahead and have a look down there if you haven't already. I do highly recommend signing up. If you do get in, you're going to be it's a very exclusive group of people that I've got in there at the moment. I don't know many people at all who are currently playing the Gran Turismo Sport beta, so I will leave the link down in the description if you want to go ahead and sign up for the beta if you haven't already. Remember, it's PS4 only. This is a PS4 only game, so just remember that, just in case you didn't already know for some reason. I don't know why you wouldn't know, because it's pretty obvious. It's the end of the EA brand deal with Porsche, and it's something that I've wanted to talk about for a while now, but I haven't really had a chance because there's not really been any kind of recurring topic about it. But now, obviously, with Gran Turismo just announcing that the Porsche is going to be in the game for them, it's kind of a good opening to kind of talk about this kind of stuff. I just really hope, that companies really kind of make the most of this whole thing with Porsche, the fact that they are going into different other games. I just hope that, especially with Gran Turismo at least, it's not just the GT3 RS. That's my hope. I hope it's not just the GT3 RS, and that it's more cars than just that. Because like I said, Porsche has a rich history, and I want to see everything Porsche in, Gran Turismo Sport. As well as, Ferrari, Nissan, whoever, like, it doesn't matter. I want to see a lot of cars in Gran Turismo Sport, because that's been one of my worries about the game, is that, you know, it's going to have a relatively small car list. I'm hoping that they can really just put everything in there, because, you know, it's one of those things that makes Gran Turismo the game special, in my opinion, is the huge car list. But anyway, I'm rambling. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome, stay safe, and peace.